My lovely DJI Phantom 4 drone had just crashed. You see these wires right up top there? Right there. I was flying it, it was great. I don't know if I got the footage or not. Oh my gosh, what do I do with my drone? Welcome to Spain.
Hola!
Now, I know that the last video was all about being in Venice, but we magically went fast forward.
Will is a really great driver. He got us here like that.
It's so fast.
Time travel.
They're right next to each other, Spain. At least it looks like that.
Just went across the water.
But we're,
okay, joking aside.
Yeah, we're essentially about a month and a half behind in our videos, but we wanted to leave this video here for you as almost like a message because something really bad happened to us.
I'm not going to cry, I promise.
But we had a bad accident and it involved a little bit of a fire. Now, the story starts as this, with our drone. Now, we love our drone. Everyone loves drone shots.
And when we see an epic shot, we pull Lemonade over, we hook up the drone, and I drive, and
we capture it. This time we got a little too bold.
Wow, this is beautiful. Look at this.
I don't even know what to think now. I don't even know what to think. My DJI Phantom 4 drone just fell, and it is one of those things where you spend money on a tool that will hopefully help you document your life a little bit better and document your travels. My only solace in this whole thing is that I touched the water here, and I think it's fresh water. Everything I've read, everything I've seen is that if it's in fresh water and it's not sealed, unsealed, meaning that if it sort of falls in and everything's okay, that this has a chance of surviving. I hear basically a big pot of rice for a couple days is what it takes to get it in there. I don't know. I'm very afraid now.
So I didn't believe Will that he crashed a drone because in my mind, Will would be crying, like stamping his feet on the ground, like waterworks, and he was very calm. You know, going through those levels of denial and going through the levels of acceptance. Had you cried before I got to you? I was driving slow. I couldn't even figure it out at that point. So I was just saying, okay, how can we solve this thing? And then I wasn't even thinking how bad it can get. See, if you're new here, you don't know, but Will and Droney have a very special relationship. We cuddle at night. Nothing can sever that except, of course, a crash. No. Death.
It caught onto the wire right there.
Where is it? No.
And it fell in the water.
No. Did you get it out? Are you lying?
No. Are you kidding me? It's right there.
You didn't see the wire?
You can't see it from the small little thing.
Oh my God. Where's the drone?
It's on the. Yeah, I got it out. Of course I got it out.
Oh no. Is it gonna be okay?
I don't know.
How come you're not crying? Are you lying?
I wish I was lying, Jess.
Okay.
Alright, so this is essentially what is happening here with the drone. When I picked up the drone, essentially, luckily for me, the battery was still in it, which means that there was still a bit of a seal that was going on here. Right now we have this out, and our goal is to get this thing dried out 100%. We are so lucky that this drone fell into fresh water, because I've always been told that salt water is just the crushing blow to this thing. However, this thing now is given the opportunity to maybe get new life. Now, to do that, I have to put this into a bucket full of rice and let it sit there for days and let it go. But right now, it looks like inside here, it was a little bit moist. Now it is drying off, and I need to get to the point where any type of hole that is in here is given a chance to, I don't know, lose any of its moisture. I have no idea. I'm sure there's a video on how to do this somewhere. I'll have to figure out how to do it. But overall, I don't think this is a total loss. I think the footage that I took, look, there's still water coming out here. See that? It's crazy. So I think that the footage I took is a total loss. You see that? That's crazy talk right there. But I'm okay losing the footage if I get to save the drone.
The battery's in this thing right now.
The battery's in there. The battery's in there. There you go. Okay. Thank you, Avalon.
About an hour.
No. It'll stay there for a while. I don't think we'll be eating that rice.
Battery invested rice.
That is lithium-ion rice. I wonder what that would do to you. All right, so I want to do my best reenactment of what happened with the drone crash. This is Jessica. She was driving. I was on the road. I was flying. And Jessica's like, this is so nice. I love to drive.
That's so true.
Why don't I drive more often? And here I am thinking to myself, oh my gosh, this looks amazing. And Jessica's thinking, wow, I must look so good from up top. And then all of a sudden,
no, but then I turn around and I come back and I think, what? I just drove all the way down there. I turned myself around on this little road, and why is the drone on the ground and not up watching me come through these marshes and through these rice fields? And then I see that look on Will's face. I know what that look means.
it's happened before.
I've seen that look before.
It's not a good look.
It's not a good look at all.
No.
When you go 6 months without sun, nothing can bring you down, not even a crash drone. I mean, it really wasn't like 6 months, but it has felt like 6 months of rain, hasn't it?
It felt like, I mean, okay, a crash drone and then sun and sea for the first time.
It's good medicine.
It's really good medicine for the brain, and we finally discovered that we can take off our jackets, although we didn't take off our jackets, but the kids
even
did.
took off their shoes.
They went down to shorts. Oh my gosh.
Bare feet.
Winter in Spain is finally getting to what it's supposed to be advertised as.
I don't think we're going to leave. We're not leaving. 2-year tour of Europe, hitting all the countries, done.
Yes.
We're stopping at country number
10.
10.
Yeah.
So it is December 30th, and this video will go out March 30th.
No, it's not. You're going to catch up.
But essentially, at this point...
Wait, hold on. Good shot.
Okay. Did you get it? You get it? Did you get it? So December 30th, and today is the first day...
Windiest day of the year.
...that we are not shivering. This is such a glorious night.
2 days ago, we woke up in the coldest temperature we've had so far in Lemonade, and I thought we were just gonna, I thought that was it. I thought we were just gonna throw in the towel and
we're
say,
selling lemonade, and
we are done.
And we're going to Morocco for life.
And about 5 months that it's been in rain and cold. And look, we just cross over here. Are we still in Catalonia?
We are, I don't know, but we're 2 hours from Valencia.
And voila, it's warm.
It's so nice. Drama?
Tiny.
Tiny.
I mean, it's not balmy or hot. I'm not in a bathing suit, but it feels good.
So I really like that it's that we're back in warm weather, because I mean I just like that we don't have to wear a ton of layers. Because back in the RV, like yesterday, I wore every single piece of my clothing because like it was so cold. But now I'm only wearing shorts and t-shirts. It's so good.
Time to do laundry, huh, Largo?
No.
I don't know if I feel like an Eskimo seeing sun for the very first time or a bear coming out of hibernation. But this sun feels so good. Doesn't it feel great?
Well, my fear is now is that
We're gonna want more.
I'm gonna want to cut my hair off again because it's gonna get hot again.
Oh gosh, it feels awesome.
Yeah, but let's talk about my hair.
Everyone wants to talk about your hair. Hair and cheese. That's what we're known for. You're Mr. Hair, I'm Mrs. Cheese.
And no showers.
No shower. Speaking of cheese, we've had some fabulous cheese in Spain so far.
We are leaving this beach oasis, and I think we're heading towards another beach oasis. We're going down to Valencia, and honestly, after last week with having a car accident and this week with a drone accident, I don't even know what's next. What's next?
Boat accident.
A boat accident?
That's a good question.
I hope the tolls work okay. We may have a toll accident.
I'm hoping for no more accidents.
No more accidents.
We haven't been to the ER with the kids yet.
Stop! That's not even funny.
Have you ever said what more could go wrong, or what could be worse than this?
You just said that.
Don't say that. What was I thinking?
It was one of those days
I wasn't thinking.
in which we,
Three
when
strikes,
all things
right?
can go
Three
wrong,
strikes.
And then all of a sudden, fire, fire. Guys, that night we went to bed thinking that, you know what, 2018 is going to be great. We're entering into New Year's Eve and we're ready to start this year off just right.
A new leaf.
And then
but we
go to
did
bed.
because it happened.
Well, still in 2017.
It happened in 2017 still, so we're okay.
But we woke up to this really bad sense of smoke. And this is where it gets real, guys, in which we realized that this sense of smoke that we woke up to wasn't happening outside. It was happening inside. And we had to race to get outside.
It was really scary.
I was awake in an instant. You should wake me up like that all the time.
I've never seen you get out of bed so fast. And you didn't say you felt sick.
So luck has not been on our side lately, guys. We were in a car accident in Marseille. We had a drone accident yesterday.
And today we had a fire.
And today we had a fire. I think this is just our way of figuring out what can go wrong in an RV and how to figure it out.
Because, and then we can share it with everyone.
Right.
So everyone's okay. Sunshine's okay. I woke up and I smelled smoke, and I don't know if it's maybe Sunshine was making noise because he smelled it and woke me up, or if I just woke up from smelling smoke. But we woke up and the entire RV, Lemonade, was completely full of smoke, and it took us a good, what?
Minute and a half.
Oh, really? I was going to say 5 minutes to find it. You think that was only about a minute and a half?
Minute and a half.
It's funny when you're under stress. Excuse me, how time seems to be so long. Like, I almost felt like 10 minutes to me. The kids were great. I said, fire! And they were up. Like, Avalon, have you ever gotten out of bed that fast? No? So Avalon was out of bed like that. And her and Largo ran to the front desk, and then there was a woman walking a dog, so I got her help, and then Will stayed inside trying to figure out where it was coming from, because we couldn't figure out where it was coming from. It's middle of the night. I guess it wasn't the middle of the night, but it's 6:30 in the morning. It's completely pitch black. No one's up at that time in Spain, and we couldn't see anything, and smoke was just everywhere. So it was difficult to find the source. How did you find it?
First thing we did was just open up all the windows and try and just get all the gook out of the air. And then once we were to figure out where the smoke was coming from, then it was just easy. It was buried underneath blankets and inside a rice container that we had a LiPo battery in.
There were blankets on top of it too?
Mm-hmm.
See, that's...
So the rice container was right there, essentially. So if this thing would have gone on a little further, then everything else could have caught on smoke and caught fire. And it would have been just one big bad situation. So can you imagine a LiPo battery that just landed in the water can automatically just...
I can imagine. They don't let you take them on airplanes. There's a reason,
They let
right?
you take... No, you have to carry them on. You can't check them in on
Are
airplanes.
they still letting you even carry them on? I thought they weren't doing that anymore.
No, we do it all the time. And in this case, you know, it just, for some reason, I don't know, I mean, maybe not for some reason, I mean, for a clear reason, it had sort of a fall from the sky.
Yeah, that should have been an indicator for us.
But everything we read online was that just, you know...
And everything you read online is true, right?
It always is. Crazy. So this right here is what's left of the drone battery, and it's cooked. It is totally cooked. What do you think, Largo?
I'm not eating that rice.
We're not eating that rice. That is, I think, one of the first things that we're gonna do is not eat that rice. But it is totally charred. I don't know what happened to this thing. I think, honestly, once it got a little bit damaged by hitting the water, it probably should have just been thrown away or disposed of properly. And in this case, it was not. And we thought that rice would dry it all up, but instead it just created this massive like vacuum in which it was able to smolder for a while. And I think we're just lucky that nothing happened last night.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What are we gonna do now, Largo?
Go to the playground.
We're going to the playground. So the kids, meaning Largo and Avalon eventually.
And me.
It's
just wanted to go out and play.
A fire just makes you all just sort of get down to your core essentials of
Well,
emotions.
first I wanted to sleep. I was emotionally depleted, just, and I fell asleep like that. I was in Avalon's bunk bed with her, just the two of us, in a twin bed, and I slept like a rock. And it was like I hadn't slept in years.
No, but we left all the windows open. But Largo, all he wanted to do was just get out there and play. It didn't matter what happened. It didn't matter this blanket got burnt in the fire.
His blanket.
It's so...
His favorite blanket.
His favorite blanket that he goes to bed with every night.
It does.
But all he wanted to do was just go out and play because
Well, they do have a nice playground where we're at.
They do a nice playground, but that's all that really matters, just finding the joy in life. And he decided that, you know what, I'm not gonna let this get to me.
Are you gonna cry?
It was a really proud moment to see him just sort of move on.
I know.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh!
My butt's so.
Oh my gosh! It's so wet. What did you think about when you first smelled the smoke?
Well, I was asleep, so I went. Mom must be making pork chops for breakfast. And I went back to sleep. Second time, I was like, why is it smelling so bad? And the third time, I actually woke up and Mom was like, fire! And Largo. And then, yeah, Mom says it was the fastest I ever got out of bed in my life.
And you see this right here, this is where it all happened. Now, luckily for us, it didn't really get that bad. This is pre-cleanup, so right now we're gonna wash up all the stuff. This is where the actual battery was. This is where the bucket with the drone was. So I think all this around here is just dirt that is being caused by a little bit of scarring. We're gonna dig into there and get that all clean, but lucky for us, there's nothing that really happened here, no visible damage. Everything still looks pretty solid.
I'm glad we all survived. Now that I've had a couple hours of sleep, the reality of the fact that we could have died last night is setting in, and I don't know. We've done everything right in this RV. We don't ever sleep with anything on. We don't sleep with the gas on. We don't burn candles. We have a fake candle over here that's battery. We don't smoke. Not that we quit because we're in the RV. We just don't smoke. We're really careful in here about what we do. We never leave things cooking in here when we're not here, and so things happen, right? Things happen in life, and there aren't necessarily things you can control or predict. And the reality of, you know, us living this life and choosing to live the way we do, I'm so grateful that we do it. And I'm just rambling, but I'm still trying to get my head around the fact that we could have died from smoke inhalation last night. I'm just having a hard time processing that last night we could have all died in this campground in Valencia in the middle of the night from a lithium battery fire. I had these big plans, like getting up, and today I was gonna work half a day and I was gonna get stuff done, and now all I want to do is just like live in the moment. And if you're watching this, you're going, oh, they are living in the moment. But I think we all, even Will and I, can use like a reminder from time to time to obviously still be responsible, fiscally responsible, and educate our kids, and, you know, paying our taxes and all that stuff. But it's not this, I think everyone should have a reminder like this, but it's nice to reevaluate. And God, I'm like all over the place. I'm just really emotional right now. Remember and why we're doing this and what we're doing. We don't, not everyone gets to enjoy life until they're in their 80s. I'm just glad we're on the path we're on. So here's the thing. So we have. So you hear that? It's a carbon monoxide. So we have a carbon monoxide and fire alarm, and it didn't go off last night.
It didn't go off last night.
I don't know how. Okay, I was the person that woke up but I don't have like speedy sense, speedy sniff or anything like that. Spidey sensor. Sorry. Okay.
This is really confusing. So this is a kitty, okay? So look at that. Do not buy this if you're in an RV, or maybe it's something about a LiPo battery fire or smoke.
It didn't go off.
That doesn't want it to go off. Model number 10SCO Kitty. Shame on you. If you work for Kitty, let us know why this did not go off, because by the time we woke up, this place was loaded with smoke, and it was quite intoxicating.
You know, it's still early in the morning, so we're still processing all of this, but the kids have been fantastic so far. We've all decided that we need to downsize more, so that if there is another emergency like this, hoping there is not, that we can get out quickly.
It is.
Lithium batteries are bad.
Well,
especially
lithium
if they get like
batteries
a little bump or something. I mean, it didn't have any visible damage, did it?
No visible damage whatsoever. No bubbling. No nothing.
No
it's not your fault, DJI, because they'll say actually if you have an issue with your battery, dispose of it.
But if you want to send us another one, just because, so that we'll learn our lesson for next time. As punishment. Yes. But you know, we still love our drone. Our drone is being packed away in rice right now. Although, should we do the rice thing again? Now I'm nervous.
Well, there's no battery in it. I think we're okay. All right. We live to tell another tale. Yep. We live to RV another day. Let's. I think the kids are going to have a lot to write about on their college essays. This has a lot to do with our New Year's resolutions for 2018.
Yes. So let's start this new year.
Yep.
How many times are we going to say this in our life?
Well, what more can go wrong?
Don't say that.
We're not saying that anymore.
He didn't say that. Strike that.
We're really just happy that we have each other. We have our health. And that we're now in 2018 and we're going strong.
And guys, that we are truly living our authentic life. And this is what it means for us. And I'm so glad that we did this years ago and took this risk and went against the grid and went against the naysayers and what may have it, because it was worth it. And so
you never know at a moment's notice when it can all be gone.
Right. There's no promise to 80. There's just not. And my request or plea or whatever you want to call it for you viewers today is, what is your authentic dream life, whatever? It doesn't have to be travel. You know, do you want a garden? Do you want to move out to the country because you live in the city? Are you in a bad marriage? Do you want to have a child? Do you don't have a partner? You need to figure out a way. Whatever the case may be, I think this and many other events that happen in lives, you know, our friends' lives, families' lives, that can really be an eye-opener for, you know, live that dream, whatever it may be.
Yeah, and don't let that drone crash get to you, because
a fire could be coming around the corner.
A fire could be right around the corner. So
the drone paled in comparison to that, right?
Paled in comparison. But in all reality, if you see this and you find value in this, please share this with others, because others may be in the same situation where either they're not realizing how great their life is, or maybe that
they're not living their dream.
They're not living their dream.
Or they're putting lithium batteries that have been crashing drones in rice.
Right. And until then, make sure that you keep on following, because our goal is just to show you what life can be like when you do travel, and our goal is now to do it all in 2018.
WorldTowning or bust.
See you guys next time. Happy 2018! Woo!
At least no explosion. Excuse me.
We don't need 2 in one day. You know there is alcohol.
Largo says at least.
I said it was no alcohol!
No, it's not alcohol.